Hi, my name is Livia Noble, and today we'll be talking about polar coordinates. We're going to start off with these 3 points, and we're going to plot them, and then we're going to find 2 other pairs that equal this point, where one has an r that is greater than 0, and the other one has r less than 0. So to plot them, I had to draw out a polar coordinate graph, and to start with this point here, 1 and pi over 4, we go to pi over 4, and then we go 1 radius up to give us our point. The next point is -2, 3 pi over 2. We're going to go to 3 pi over 2, and then we're going to go 2 radiuses the other way up, because it is a -2, and we're going the opposite direction. Our next point is 3 and -3 pi, or pi over 3. So we're going to, instead of going to positive pi over 3, we're going to go to the same distance in the opposite direction, which will give us 5 pi over 3. In that point, we will also have a radius of 3, so we want to go 3 circles up, and that's our point. So now we have to find 2 other points that are equal to this point. So for where r is less than 0, we're going to take our graph. We're going to go to the opposite of pi over 4, and then we're going to make it negative radius to give us -1 pi, 5 pi over 4. Now for our other radius, which is greater than 0, we can also do where we add 2 pi to theta to give us another positive answer. So here it's just 1 and then pi over 4 plus 2 pi to give us 1 and 9 pi over 4. So for our second point of -2, 3 pi over 2, we're going to find the radius which is less than 0 first. So we want r, the x value right here, to be negative. So we can keep this the same. And if we want to keep this the same, we can do plus or minus 2 pi. So I chose plus 2 pi, and that will give us -2, 7 pi over 2. And that will equal the same point that we have. Now to get a radius that is greater than 0, we're going to do the opposite of what we have up here. So we have, the point was 3 pi over 2 and -2, so we're going to take pi over 2 and just go 2 radiuses up, because they are the same across, to give us 2 and 2 pi over 2. Okay, so our last point is 3 and -pi over 3. So to get the radius less than 0, we're going to want to change the radius on the graph so it's opposite. So here, because we have the negative radius and then we're at 2 pi over 3, we can change it to 5 pi over 3, and that would become a radius of 3. Scratch that, I did that wrong. So to restart that, we have our point right here. We're going in the negative direction of -pi over 3. I was thinking of the wrong point. So from -pi over 3, we're here, and we're getting this point. But if we wanted to get the negative radius, which we are finding, we can take the opposite of the -pi over 3, which is 2 pi over 3, and get this, which would be -3, 2 pi over 3. So the second one, it wants to keep the radius greater than 0, so we can just keep the 3, and we can add 2 pi, and that will give us 3 and 5 pi over 3. Alright, and that's the end of the video, and that's how you plot and find other coordinates of polar coordinates.